Dynamic trimming. If I hover over this button, this is called the dynamic trim mode. It's not a new feature in Resolve, but now it's more visible with this new added shortcut. It's not a dedicated trimming mode like the previous two buttons. It's simply a way to use the keyboard more effectively when editing. To activate it, simply click on the icon. Note that if you right click, you can select between two different modes, slip and slide. Before we get into it, note that this mode can affect two different things. First, it can affect clips. So I'll click here. Currently, I'm selecting a clip. So this mode is currently affecting this clip. We'll get in a bit into how to control it. However, the other way is to select an edit point. If I click here, note that now the edit point is highlighted in green, which means that this mode now is controlling the edit point and not the clip. We'll see how in a bit. Let's go back into selecting a clip. Let's start with slip. I'll right click on the icon to make sure that I'm currently selecting clip. This mode now enables us to use shortcuts for something that we learned to achieve using the mouse. This mode now will change the in and out points of the clip. So instead of using the mouse to do this, note I'll click here, and just like we learned in the previous lectures, all what we're doing now is that we're changing the in and out points of the clip. So with this mode selected, and the slip mode is activated, I can simply use the J, K, and L keyboard shortcuts to move the clip back and forth. So changing the in and out points of the clip. Note that I'm changing the in and out points now using the J, K, and L. So now I'll press J, so I'm just moving backward, then K to stop, and L to move in the other direction. It's as simple as that. Then we have the slide mode. I'll right click and select slide. Again, we learned before to slide by simply hovering the mouse next to the bottom of the clip and move the clip back and forth. It's the same thing here. While this mode is activated and we're on slide mode, again I can use the same keyboard shortcuts, so J, K, and L to move the clip back and forth. So now J will move the clip back, L will move the clip forward, and K will stop. It's as simple as that. Then we can control edit points. So for example, I'll select this edit point, and again I can use J, K, and L to move the edit point back and forth between both clips. So this is simply instead of me using the mouse. Note that with all these keyboard shortcuts, instead of JKL, I can use the comma and dot buttons to move back and forth. So I'll just simply use comma now and then dot to move back and forth in order to do this using one frame at a time. So I can move back one frame at a time or forth one frame at a time. And if I select a clip now, again, I can use comma and dot to move back and forth one frame at a time. One last thing, note that when you select an edit point, you can use the keyboard shortcut U to select both edit points, or now I'll click U, so I'm only selecting the right point. Again, U to select only the left point, or U to go back into selecting both. So for example, if I select the right point, and now I hit the letter J on the keyboard, I'm only trimming the right side without the left side. And this is the dynamic trimming mode.